and Saturdays, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. Pick up sliced Eats and Watson's Deli Meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, good morning to everybody jumping on Facebook Live this morning.
Good morning.
Please like, comment, and share this video. So let's get into all these headlines, guys.
Okay.
Twitter stock plunges after banning President Trump. That's right. Twitter stock price tumbled on Monday as investors appeared to balk at social media network's decision to ban President Trump from posting. Shares in the San Francisco-based company tumbled as much as 12%, and that was early yesterday.
What?
To 45.17 in the first trading session after it booted Trump from the platform on Friday, saying his account posed a risk of further incitement of violence. That was what they say and what the reason was.
But now their stock's plunged?
And now their stock has plunged. The stock pared the losses through the morning and fell 6.4% to close at 48.18. Twitter's move against the outgoing president, whose account had more than 88 million followers, was the first suspension for a head of the state, and it's likely to spark furious debate about the role of tech companies play in regulating speech. So there we go. And from what I understand, also Facebook stock fell even more than that.
Really?
Because they also banned him.
Man, what do you think they'll do?
I don't know.
Because once you start losing that money,
It's a whole different. Oh, well, we might let him come back, you know.
decided to revisit
Yeah, you know.
conversation.
I mean, we realize, you know, I mean, it is a president, you know. I mean, we're going to still have our standards, but.
Wow.
Because then I heard the debate, like, if they're going to ban.
Do you think they were expecting it to plunge that much?
Don't know. No.
Not that much.
Yeah.
And they felt the effect right away.
Right away.
Dang. Okay.
Because I heard the debate
what's gonna happen.
on radio station in Baltimore over the weekend. You know, if they're going to ban President Trump, why don't they ban Joe Biden? You know, if they're going to ban Sean Hannity, why don't they ban Anderson Cooper? If they're going to ban...
But what is the reason they're citing? What did you say?
They're
Because
saying
he poses
that it
what?
could possibly cite violence.
Oh.
Which I don't know what. I mean, you know, because he talks about the election.
What's that, like fuel to the fire or something?
Don't know. The last stuff he wrote on Facebook was, "We want you to be at peace at the Capitol." Go
I
home,
remember
stop the
that.
violence. That was the
Right.
last Facebook message I saw. You know, but
So if we go on now, we can't. There's nothing that comes up at all. It's like it's blocked, like taken down.
I think his page will come up on Twitter. On Facebook, it's just he hadn't posted in a couple days.
Okay.
It's still there, but he just hadn't posted.
They probably don't allow any activity on that page.
But on Twitter, all the tweets are gone. Like his thing comes up, and then it just says blocked.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But he's not the only one. There's others.
Okay.
There's others.
All right, there's
and
a list.
And that's a whole big debate. You know, what's going on here is big tech blocking conservative voices. Because if you're allowing
Right.
one,
Well, we talked a little bit
if you're
about
allowing
that.
one idea, why aren't you allowing another? Because there's, again,
And
no
the
matter
freedom of
how
speech
you
and
feel,
things like that. I get all that.
the country is 50-50 for the most part.
Right.
Some people think it's
Pretty
more.
much split.
Yeah, but the country is really split. So if you're allowing one person's opinion, how can you block another's? Like, what's going on here? So that's the whole debate. And again, maybe you think that he should be blocked. Maybe you think because you're on the other idea, you agree with the other way, you know.
Right.
So
wow, but they didn't expect that to happen with money, I'm sure.
Let's talk business. How it's really going to go down is the rumor is that President Trump and Elon Musk are teaming up to start a new big tech.
I believe it. I read a story. Is Elon Musk
Elon Musk, yeah,
one of the richest
Yeah, he is the richest.
Okay.
Not one of.
All
Yeah,
right.
from what I
I
understand.
knew he was up there, but I didn't know
they're
if
gonna
he
be
surpassed
starting a
others.
new social media.
And he moved his business and his company and everything.
He
right?
moved it to Texas
Yeah.
because of the taxes and regulations and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's getting ready to be something.
Wow. Okay, it's interesting.
Also on the social media, Parlor, which
Yeah.
is another social media platform
Anything else on
that
there?
was dropped, and that kind of is related because that goes into the whole big tech blocking conservative voices.
Mm-hmm.
Is the argument again, whether you agree or disagree with that, whatever. But from what I understand, they're supposed to be back up today or tomorrow
Okay.
on their own server. They're moving everything to their own servers, so
Mhm.
that's just another, just FYI.
All right.
So maybe you know something about it, maybe you don't, but you know. President Trump said that he was going to award Patriots coach Bill Belichick the Medal of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick turned it down. He
Mhm.
said he was honored, but with the recent events,
the
he-
right time.
yeah,
right,
he
to
said
receive
he
that
said
award.
he's not interested at this time. So just FYI.
Okay.
Now, also, speaking of Parler, we talked about that, moving everything to their own servers. They have posted a lawsuit against Amazon for suspending the app from the cloud service. Claims antitrust violation and breach of contract.
Oh my.
So that's a whole nother.
So there was a contract, I'm sure, in place. Breach of it. They might win.
They might.
They might win that. Wow.
So
Okay.
that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Well, that's supposedly got
It's
real
all
popular.
new to me, and I've only just now started to look into it and read about it and see, after all this happened.
Well, that got started. Parler got started when we started talking about, and they started doing it. And we followed along the whole time when they started fact checking.
Fact checking, right?
On social media.
Mhm.
And you might ask yourself, oh, well, if they're fact checking, why are you putting out lies?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are the fact checkers?
Right.
And some people were saying that the fact checkers, it was all an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say it's not a fact? And social media is supposed to be putting out there whatever you want, like opinions, and you're supposed to be able to write stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if it don't fit the agenda, then you get fact checked. So that, again, that's the argument. I'm just
Yeah.
putting the facts out there.
We were not meeting community standards.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $615 million. The
Tonight,
drawing
right?
is tonight.
Tonight.
Yes, Mega Millions jackpot up again. It's the fourth largest jackpot in Mega Millions history, the eighth largest in U.S. lottery history, with a Powerball jackpot.
Wow.
$550 million for Wednesday night. Combined jackpots over $1 billion.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
You have until this evening to purchase your ticket. The drawing is at 11:22 p.m.
11:22. Okay.
The drawings are every Tuesday and Friday. So
Mega Millions.
there you go. Crazy.
Could be your lucky night.
An internet service provider in North Idaho and the Spokane, Washington area has decided to block Facebook and Twitter for its customers after some called in to complain about the censorship of the platforms.
Oh my.
The ISP, your T1 Wi-Fi, confirmed that it will block Facebook and Twitter from Wi-Fi servers for some customers starting this Wednesday. The move comes after Twitter banned the president along with some other voices on the platform. Facebook blocked the president out of his account indefinitely. The ISP added that it was been receiving calls from customers about Facebook and Twitter. The ISP explained that because there's too many customers asking for the sites to be blocked, it'll be blocking Facebook and Twitter for all customers unless they reach out to the company to request access.
Oh my gosh.
So when you go and you have, it's like if you go home to your Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
you can't get on Facebook or
Right,
Twitter
right.
unless you call them and say, can I please get on Facebook and Twitter?
This is going to be something.
Okay.
What's going on?
Just reporting the chaos.
What's going on?
Just reporting the chaos that's going on, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what?
True love is dead. Bodybuilder who married a sex doll admitted he
Okay.
cheated on her while she was being
Here we
repaired.
go. Wait a minute. He cheated on the sex doll while
A
she was
bodybuilder
being repaired.
Through a lavish wedding ceremony where he married a sex doll in the most beautiful moment of 2020.
Okay. All right. All right.
He couldn't last a month without cheating. While the doll was being sent away for repair,
No.
he cheated on the doll.
What was she getting done?
I guess he was a little too rough with her. So
What was she getting done?
he might have broken her leg.
She had to be repaired.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
He
out of
cheated.
Baltimore,
He
I don't know if you guys
cheated
saw
on
this
her.
last night. There was a written threat found on a Southwest airline last night, BWI, Thurgood Marshall Airport.
No.
And they were, exiting people from the plane. WBAL in Baltimore went live, so you guys can look that up. But that was something else that
I want more details
went
on
on.
that.
Real quick, couple local stories. This coming from Eastern Shore Undercover. There was a nude man outside of a hotel at the Days Inn, North Salisbury Boulevard.
Nude?
He was nude. He was outside of the hotel with no clothes on. And people from the hotel were calling in. Police
get
were
help
on the
over
scene. And also at the Save-A-Lot on Cypress Street in Salisbury, a person was defecating on the grocery store floor when Save-A-Lot refused to allow the man to use the bathroom. So that took place in Salisbury. Okay?
Wait a minute. They did not allow him?
They did not allow him to use the restroom. So he ended up pulling his pants down and pooping on the floor.
Oh my God. Well, when you got to go, you got to go.
Look, I thought there was always a bathroom at a grocery store.
I thought there was always.
To the back, right? I don't know.
I
I don't know.
It's an emergency.
I didn't there.
So he just went.
Right there. Yesterday,
Wait. Where's like the craziest place you've ever had to go?
on the floor at a grocery store. On the floor at a grocery store.
On the side of Route 1.
Right.
On Route 9.
In my pants.
In the woods.
In my car seat. Governor Hogan, Hollywood, spoke yesterday. Yes, you got the story.
Yes, Governor Hogan yesterday spoke, and he did announce the proposal of the Recovery for the Economy, Livelihoods, Industries, and Families, or the Relief Act of 2021. If passed by Maryland lawmakers, the act would provide more than $1 billion in immediate and targeted financial relief, as well as tax cuts for Maryland working families, small businesses, and those who have lost their jobs and are suffering financially as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, good news right there. The Relief Act of 2021, again, if it is passed by lawmakers, it's going to provide more than $1 billion immediately.
No, that was good.
Yeah,
That was all good
absolutely.
stuff yesterday.
Absolutely. He knows that so many people are suffering financially, and this is what we got to do.
Okay.
All right. Also, locally here, Somerset County Public School students will have to wait even longer before resuming in-person classes. Yesterday, the school district announced that they will be extending their school closure for in-person learning until at least January the 25th. Also, after a slow start in Maryland, local health officials say that COVID-19 vaccinations are finally picking up speed. Maryland was slow to distribute the COVID-19 vaccine when it was first made available, but as the weeks go on, local health officials say that the process is starting to look more like a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
There was some hesitancy expressed prior to the vaccine coming out, but now everything is a well-oiled machine. And also, the last thing I'm going to fill you in on here, the owner of Market Street Inn is apologizing after a sign was put up outside of his restaurant over the weekend. And he says it was a big mistake. It was hurtful. And he speaks out after the sign was placed out front of his establishment. Okay?
6:52 coming up next. We got Bill and Jessica Sports. A lot of stuff to talk about right after Juice World. Good morning.